Good evening, everybody. A warm welcome to you all, and welcome to this evening's presentation. My name is David Keller, and I thank you all for supporting the Association for the Performing Arts of India. Funding for this event is provided in part by the Broward County Board of County Commissioners, as recommended by the Broward Cultural Council. Our special thanks to Mr. Jim Shermer, Grant Director of Broward Cultural Division. I thank all the artists for performing today, and I thank Artserve and its staff for providing the venue and the sound. I thank all the volunteers and Mark Demeter for video, and Dean. And I would also like to thank Arts Calendar and Riverwalk Fort Lauderdale for the publicity, and the following 2021 donors for their generosity: Dr. Manohar and Mohiniyattam, Mr. Pravin and Dr. Rajal Bhutta, Padma Karyappa, Dr. Deen Bandhu and Barty Choksi, Karen Duwalia, Mr. Mahendran and Vijaya Jawaharlal, Dr. Vinod and Ranjan Patel, Dr. Naresh and Hina Patak, Mr. Manoj and Urvashi Sanghavi, and Mr. Ramchandra and Radhika Shastri. FAU and APAI have planned 2 concerts for the upcoming 2021-2022 school year. The information is located in the brochures that were on your chairs when you came in. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Madhavi Menon to introduce the artists. Thank you so much.
My name is Madhavi Menon, and on behalf of the Association of Performing Arts of India, APAI, I welcome you all to this evening's showcase of dazzling dances from India and Spain. We will begin this evening's performance with an invocation to Lord Ganesha, the Hindu god who is believed to be the remover of all obstacles. Blessy Manattaparambil is a dancer and presenter from the South Florida-based Rhythms School of Dance. Blessy has been learning dance since the age of 6, and she is passionate about the art and loves to be able to teach others not just about Indian dance, but also about Indian culture. I invite Blessy on stage to tell us a little bit about the piece that she will be presenting for us today. Blessy?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be presenting an item in the Mohiniyattam style of dance. Mohiniyattam is an Indian classical dance form that developed and remained popular in the state of Kerala. Mohiniyattam dance gets its name from the word Mohini, a historical enchantress, avatar of the Hindu god Vishnu, who helps the good prevail over the evil by developing her feminine powers. The lyrics of this song say, "O Ganesha, I surrender to you, O elephant-faced god, O merciful one, saluted by the devas and sages. O God who wears a serpent as an ornament, who is praised by the 4 Vedas, O God of the form of Om, hail, hail." Shri Ganesha Charanam is a song dedicated to Omkara, the Lord Ganesha. This is in Ragam, Tilang, and Talam Adi.
Shri Ganesha Charanam, Shri Ganesha Charanam, Gajana, Shri Ganesha Charanam, Gajana, Shri Ganesha Charanam, Gajana. Shri Ganesha Charanam Gajana, Devar Muniva Maniyuttayagara. Shri Ganesha Charanam Gajana, Devar Muniva Maniyuttayagara.
Thank you so much, Blessy, for starting and inaugurating our evening with that scintillating Mohiniyattam. So I guess I'm next. My name is Madhavi Menon, and I have been trained in Bharatanatyam, the South Indian classical dance form which originates in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. I have been trained by my guru, Padma Shri Srimati Geeta Chandran at Natya Vriksha, New Delhi, India. To tell you a little bit about Bharatanatyam, the term Bharatanatyam actually is an amalgamation of three words. Bha, which stands for bhava or emotion, Ra, which stands for raga or melody, and Ta, which stands for talam or rhythm. So Bharatanatyam is that dance form which is an amalgamation of melody, rhythm, as well as emotion. Of course, I have been dancing since the age of 6, like Blessy, only for me 6 was many years, many decades before Blessy. But I have been performing in India before and also in the United States since I came here almost 20 years ago. And when I'm not dancing, I can be found at my lab at Nova Southeastern University, where I am a professor of psychology. I'm also the artistic director of the Natya Marga School of Dance in Devi. Today, this afternoon, I will be presenting a Varnam. A Varnam is considered to be one of the central items in the Bharatanatyam Margam, or the Bharatanatyam repertoire. The word Varnam literally means colors. The colors of love, the colors of joy, the colors of sadness. Virtually the colors of life. A Varnam typically is seen as the central piece in a Bharatanatyam recital, and in length it can last between 25 minutes to 45 minutes. In the interest of time, I will only present an excerpt from a Varnam, which is a Sringara Varnam, which is set in Ragamalika, Aditalam. In this Varnam, the Nayika or the heroine asks her Sakhi or her friend to go and get her lord to her. Samayai Arai Todiva is a Sringara Varnam, which is a composition of Guru K.N. Dandayudapani Pillai, and the choreography is by my guru, Srimati Geeta Chandran. next present Madhura Sane, who's here all the way from Chicago. Madhura is the director at Nritya Natya Kala Kendra, a Kathak dance and drama academy. She is a graduate Prabhakar from Prayag Sangeet Samiti and Nritya Alankar or Masters from Akhil Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya in Kathak classical dance in the Jaipur Gharana. Madhura began her journey in the Indian classical dance form of Kathak as a 5-year-old. And she has learned from Prabhakar Visharad, Madhulata Ghosh, and Padma Shri, Dr. Roshan Kumari, for over 17 years. Madhura's latest performances include Thumri, Gatbhav, Tarana, Chaturanga, and Kathak fusion with contemporary music. Kathak is a dance of storytelling. Madhura will be exploring this concept of Kathak with Gatbhav. She will enact the epic story of Sita's abduction by the evil king Ravana. According to the epic Ramayana, the demon Ravana was abducting the goddess Sita, and he was taking her to Lanka when Jatayu tried to rescue her. Jatayu fought valiantly with Ravana, but as Jatayu was very old, Ravana soon defeated him, clipping his wings, and Jatayu fell onto the rocks. Rama and Lakshmana, while on the search for Sita, chanced upon the stricken and dying Jatayu, who informed them of his battle with Ravana and told them that Ravana has headed south with Sita. Jatayu then died of his wounds, and Rama performed his funeral rites. I invite Madhura on stage so she can tell us a little more about her piece.
This is Madhura Sani from Chicago. I'm so glad I'm here, and thank you, APAI, for inviting me for the second time. Thank you, Bharti ji. Kathak, I always say, is like a lotus flower or any flower. As much as it blooms, any flower, the beauty keeps expanding and spreading. With the very, very little time I have, I want to show you the essence of Kathak, which I personally feel is through Gata Bhav, Gatbhav. It's art of storytelling. The idea behind this is you have only one dancer on the stage, but she or he is depicting different characters with the different body language, with different expressions, with certain norms and certain classical gestures in between. So the little story that my friend here enacted, I hope you sort of followed it, because if you didn't follow, I hope I will do justice to that story. I think one little thing that was missing in that story is Jatayu, the one who comes to the rescue of goddess Sita, is actually a bird. I think we missed that part. So hopefully I'll do justice to this epic story, which is a milestone story in the epic text Ramayana, where this evil king, Ravana, is abducting goddess Lakshmi, and he follows, of course, a path of treachery. Even defeating this old little bird, he has to use his cunningness and stuff. So I hope I'll do justice to it, and hope you'll enjoy this.
Thank you, Mathura. So after those dazzling dances from India, it's time for a dazzling performance from Spain. And we're very excited to present Miss Celia Fonta. Celia is a native of Chicago, where she first studied flamenco guitar before beginning her career in dance. She began her studies of flamenco, Spanish classical and folkloric dance in Madrid at the world-famous dance studio Amor de Dios. Celia is a recipient of the prestigious Florida Folk Heritage Award. She has been a recipient of the Florida Folklife Apprenticeship Program as Master Artist, and she has received an Individual Artist Fellowship Award from the state of Florida. Celia has been a guest artist and teacher in flamenco workshops and concerts all over Florida as well as the United States. She was an adjunct instructor at Florida International University for 5 years. Currently, Celia teaches private lessons. Tonight, she will perform a solo titled Solaris. I invite Celia on stage to tell us a little more about her piece, and she is joined along with ace guitarist Christian Puig.
Hello everyone. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon. Can you hear me? Thank you also to the APAI again for having us perform at this wonderful event. What we're going to perform today, the Soleares, is a style of flamenco which is considered the mother of all flamenco songs. And the flamenco dance originated in the south of Spain in the Andalusia area. This dance basically, unlike people always ask me, so it's not, we don't tell a specific story, although many people always ask me afterwards, well, it looked like you were telling a story. So the way that the dance, this is very often in flamenco, the word soleares in this particular dance means loneliness, and it's a very dramatic dance, and the first part of it basically is telling the feelings. We talk about the emotions and the feelings of loneliness and loss and unrequited love. All of those kind of things that are universal feelings that all of us may go through at some time in our life. This dance is in a 12-count rhythm. And one of the things that happens in this dance, you're going to see, it's going to go through there's 3 basic parts. The first one, which is the very dramatic one. The second one is I'm slowly, trying to overcome this feeling of pain that I have or sadness. And at the end of it, we get into a very lively bulerías style, which we always end up the dance with this bulerías, which is a kind of catharsis where we're able to overcome our feelings of sadness and loneliness or difficult situations that we might be going through and be able to overcome these feelings into a joyous celebration of life. So that's what this dance is about. I hope that you enjoy it.
está pendiente primero. Hay que del aire, hay que estar pendiente, mi prima. Hay que estar pendiente, hay que del aire. Cuando me acuerdo de ti. Cuando me acuerdo de ti, me vuelvo una taberna, que todo el mundo me diera. Hay que beber en una taberna, que todo el mundo me diera. Vete conmigo, que la retama de dos. Vete conmigo, que la retama de dos. Cuando me acuerdo de ti, que yo me voy a una taberna, que todo el mundo me diera. Ay, que me voy a una taberna, que todo el mundo me diera.
So we are very excited to present a guitar solo by Christian Puig. Christian's flamenco career stems from his heritage, passed down from his guitarist father Pablo and his singer-musician mother Gloria. Christian started playing the guitar at the age of 18, and he has never looked back since. In 1989, Christian formed the flamenco jazz group Rabat and led the group in performances throughout South America. Christian came to New York in 2000 from Argentina with a guitar and a dream. Notable accomplishments since then include original compositions for various films, including The Late Quartet, Talia Theatre, Entre Cortas, Inflam, and Inside Out. Notable performances include Kimmel Center with Peter Nero and the Philly Pops, the Bahamas International Film Festival, the Lincoln Center, and the White House with actor-singer Terrence Howard. Ladies and gentlemen, Please put your hands together once again for Christian Puig. watching Kathak and Flamenco separately. We're very excited to present them together before you on stage this evening. So we have Celia and Madhura presenting a fusion in Kathak and Flamenco, and I'll give it away to the dancers so they can tell you a little more about what they will present for us.
So, the way that I see this is that basically it's just like a conversation, a dialogue, a coming together between the flamenco style and the Kathak style, and exploring each other. Very simple. We're using the Baruka style. It's in an 8-count rhythm, a 4/4 rhythm. In the Kathak style, it's twice 8 into 16. So that's how we, worked it out. But pretty simple.
You just confused the heck out of them. I think bottom line of classical music and dance, especially classical music and dance, I think all of us, I think the entire universe is running on some kind of a mathematics. This is where we linked. I think she talked about the expression, exploring each other's, and that definitely is happening through the math that got connected. Flamenco has a lot of combinations, I think 12 beaters, 16 beaters. We have a lot of different compositions in different, we call it tals. So the 16-beater tal is called as teen tal in Hindustani classical music and dance. And that's a 16-beater, and we can always divide it into 4 parts. So 4, 4, 4, 4, and that's where we link in with the 8 8s. So just to kind of show you that. But the classical, bottom line is, I think, the cultures match, the expressions match. Everybody down here is the same. So I think that's where we connected. So.
What can I say after something like that? I'd like some more to watch. But anyway, on behalf of the Association of Performing Arts of India, I would like to invite all the artists back up on stage.